which is going to suit you better. You know, the sheer size of the huge Chronos, or the smaller and nimble Python, or if you want to go a bit crazy, you go for the Dementor. So, they're huge. Alright, so we've got the Chronos here.
So that's a Chronos.
So Chronos is a truggy.
Yes.
So it's basically the same sort of dimensions as an 8 scale comp truggy, which is probably a little bit bigger, I guess.
Bigger wheels, perhaps. So we actually had a bit of a unboxing and review last year. At pretty much at the same time, we went down at the skate park actually, and we tried to crush it and break it. It was really good fun.
Pretty tough, these things.
Very, very tough. So these are 6S capable. They can go well over 100 km an hour.
Yep.
Which is a crazy speed.
Yep.
So this model for 2021 has got quite a few updates.
Yep.
First of all, brand new body.
Yep. And the bodies are really thick. So
really thick body. So once you go that fast and you crush it, the body's going to break. So by putting a fin at the back here, they increase the stiffness of the bodies, which should withstand crashes a bit more.
Yep.
But they also added the body clips attached to the body, which is
that's
nice.
handy, because
very handy.
I mean, when you do it like this, there's very little chance of losing them. When you got them separately, you're guaranteed to lose one at least.
Absolutely.
Every couple of times you use
because you're always in the in the dirt or in the grass, you pull out your body.
Yep.
Body clips always get lost in the grass. Then they updated quite a few things.
Yep.
There was a couple of weak spots, like on every car. I mean, when you have cars going this speed, something will break if you crash.
Yep.
But they upgraded the front bracing.
Yep. So from the front gearbox.
Yeah, absolutely. This part here has
chassis.
been improved.
Yep.
Because when you do big jumps and you land it with the front end, you definitely need to have some stronger support here.
Yep.
I think there's some modification on the upper arms here to make them more resilient.
Yep.
Out of the box, there comes some very nice one-made metal shocks.
They're pretty massive bore, aren't they?
Probably 16mm bore or so. Big shocks. The other thing they've changed, which is actually quite welcome in my opinion, are the rear camberlings, which are in one piece. So they used to have traditional metal camberlings with a plastic ball end.
Yep.
And I actually brought quite a few of those, because when you have a big tumble at high speed, you strip them.
Yep.
And having one piece, I think, is going to be a lot more solid.
Well, you got the advantage of them being flexible.
Exactly, yes.
Yep.
You may not be able to adjust them as much, but it probably doesn't really matter for this type of trucks, really. I mean, you're not going to adjust the camber as much as you do on a racetrack.
No, that's right. No, that's true.
So that's a very positive improvement. I think the wing mount looks different and definitely beefier.
Yeah,
than it's ever been. That's improved, and I think there's even this part here, the rear bracing looks different. I launched my car down a bit of a half pipe, and it went really, really high, and when it landed, I bent the rear drive shaft. It was a big fly. So that probably will prevent that type of damage.
It looks like it goes all the way to the centre of the car now. I don't think it ever went that far.
No, it didn't. I think it was pretty long, but I think there's more. There's two big ones here, which are really biffy.
Yep.
And the centre one that goes all the way to the middle here.
Stops all the flex across here.
Absolutely. So it's a 150 amp speed controller.
Yeah, that's pretty
with
sizable.
I think is a 2600 kV from memory. Does it say?
2050.
2050?
Yep.
Yeah, kV motor, which is going to produce a ridiculous amount of power.
Yeah.
Not sure. There probably are other updates. Something I've been reading is that they improved the differentials, and they come out of the factory with a much thicker diff-oil.
Okay, which makes sense.
Yeah, the biggest challenge was in the previous model was the wheel ballooning big time. And when you start putting 6S, it was quite unmanageable. So thicker diff-oil, it should make it for a much more manageable power. The wheels, the tires are still the same, really grippy.
Yes.
Good and bad.
Yes.
I think they tend to, grip well when you want to go straight, and when you want to turn, it's going to traction roll a lot more.
Yep.
Good option.
Yep.
So, Team Chronos, I think we're going to take it out again next week.
Oh,
so
it's a
another
beast.
review.
It's a beast.
It's a beast, definitely. So
you can see there from the design of the overall chassis.
This is also new. They've got a skid plate.
Oh, they have. Oh, you need the skid plates because you're going to be bashing all sorts of things.
Absolutely. Very, very nice, actually.
Because otherwise you'll be losing all those screws. They'll be all worn down to the head.
Yeah, very well made. Actually, very well refined, because you've got a screw with a washer on here, countersunk. Very well designed.
And then you've got your centre chassis down there. You got your side pods.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I have a question for you guys, to the fans, to the viewers, obviously.
Yeah.
With these Team Corelli ones we are talking about,
Yeah.
do you need anything extra with them, or as they're ready to run, is everything included in the box?
Definitely.
So it includes all the motor and the radio control equipment and speed controller, but the batteries are not included because it lets you choose the combination that you want to do.
Yeah.
So you can either take it tame, or you can go all out. And with this particular one, you put 6S in it, and that's where you're doing 110 kilometers an hour.
Absolutely.
But 110 kilometers an hour isn't for everyone.
Definitely not.
No.
And in my experience, needs some setting up as well, because as you go at that speed, you need to be able to control the car.
Yes.
Or actually, the car tends to unsettle quite a bit. So in my experience, this type of cars, they go really well on 4S.
Yep.
Very manageable, good fun.
Yes.
When you go 6S, I think you need to be prepared, doing some adjustments. You probably have to lower the front end perhaps,
Yep.
and a few other things.
Yes.
Does it come with a wheelie bar, this one? No.
Not-
There's no wheelie bar, no.
No, but
The
it's
wheelie
got-
bar
it's
is
got the,
definitely optional, and it's something you probably need to have if you want to experiment on 6S.
Yeah, the torque out of these is amazing.
It's phenomenal. It was really good
they'll
fun.
Just pick up like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cool. So then they have the shorter brother.
Yep. So that's a Chronos. So you can see, just notice the width between the wheels there.
And so
And then-
here we have, actually put it here again so you can see shorter version, which is the Dementor.
I
So
think the Dementor is a really good name for that.
definitely look at this. So it's pretty much the same car but shortened. Very, very aggressive.
So when you see it from here, you can see the track width compared to the wheelbase. It's
pretty
almost
much
square.
square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will be really nimble, and it'll keep you on your toes because you'll be wanting to go everywhere. And because it's so short, you've got all that leverage
Yeah,
of wanting
absolutely.
to always wheelie.
In fact, this one does come with a wheelie bar
Yes.
at the back here.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure you can buy the same wheelie bar to install on the Chronos.
Yep.
But that's what you expect on this one.
Yep.
And you'll
all
be
the
definitely
time.
using this wheelie bar quite a bit.
Yes.
Is your fifth wheel. Again, the body's been updated with this nice body clip holding system. They've got this kind of roll cage, which I think is going to be quite handy to prevent squashing and crashing the body.
Yep.
And here we go. Same again, pretty much the same construction. Not much of a difference, same electronics.
Yep. The shorter.
One thing I forgot to mention, they do come with sway bars actually, which is very, very helpful. So sway bar will help the handling
Yeah.
considerably.
Definitely make it stable.
Specifically when you have these big grippy tires, otherwise you're going to traction roll a lot more as well.
Yes.
So here we go, that's the Dementor, same system with the skid plates on the chassis, which
Yep.
reduce the wear and tear. Here we go. I think we may go for this one this time around.
You want to go Dementor?
I think we could probably take the Dementor on the skate park.
Go Dementor. Get demented.
Yes, let's see which one goes best. And this complement the range really well. So we've got a couple of different options here. Again, I think this is going to be very exciting on 4S. It's going to be quite nimble
Yeah.
and fast to drive
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. Especially if you want to steer at high speed.
Absolutely,
Definitely
it's
easy
going
to
to be
drive.
interesting.
Yeah.
We could probably try with some sweep terrain crusher tires, which are going to be probably a bit smaller, but will give you a bit more control. I think less traction roll.
Yeah.
A bit more control. So these are the two big trucks, and then they have a buggy version as well.
Yes.
Which is very similar to a race buggy, electric race buggy. So let's
Yes.
put this aside and I'll bring the buggy.
So that's the Python.
That's a Python. Here we go.
So Python with a really aerodynamic body.
So definitely the body's been updated. The
Yep.
old body was a bit more like rear cab, and this is cab forward, a
Yep.
bit more modern.
Yes.
It's a very kind of egg type shape, very
Yeah.
aerodynamic.
Yeah, I guess that adds your strength too. Feels pretty firm.
This body is really strong actually. So same system with the body clips, which
Yep.
is really nice. Venting holes on the body.
Yeah.
Oop. There you go. That's your body here. And apart from that, looks very, very similar. So you've got like a nice,
So the center part of this and the gearboxes would be the same as
Absolutely.
the Dementor.
Yes.
But it's just got the narrower arms on it to bring back the proportions.
definitely. Same system with the turnbuckles, which are plastic.
Yep.
Again, I think they're going to add to strength actually to these
Yep.
cars.
Still the same motor.
Same motor. Wow. Yes, a 2050, same motor 4S or 6S capable. So lots of speed. So this can be really good fun. This is going to be quite nice for speed run as well.
Speed Demon. Yes.
Is this going to be ready for the
What, the velodrome?
velodrome?
Oh, there could be
This
a
could be a
candidate for
velodrome.
the velodrome.
Velodrome
Yeah,
kit.
that'll be easy to set up.
As you can see, same wing mount as well, which is extremely well built.
Yeah.
You can see from the back there, it's very strong unit.
Because that's going to be copying most of the...
Yeah, when you
the
tend to
force when
crash,
you
you
go
always
over,
end
yeah.
up front wheel and then boom.
Yes.
And that normally generates some damage.
I think the aluminium servo horn is quite a nice touch.
Definitely, the aluminium servo horn is very good. It's very useful.
Yeah,
Because-
because that's going to take quite a bit of stress
Yeah.
as well.
Definitely. And also, at high speed, there will be lots of flex. If you have a plastic one,
Yes.
chances you're going to strip it are very, very high. So, plastic servo horn on this type of cars will not last very long. XT90 plugs, which are really good. When you
They're
have this
really-
much power, you definitely need to have some good plugs, and
They're
XT90 is a good option.
Rock solid those are.
Absolutely.
Never
So,
come loose, so I've never seen any of them melt together.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
What else? Sway bars. So,
Yes.
I had to admit the shocks are really nice. They're really well balanced.
Yeah, they feel really
They feel
supple.
really, really soft. So in construction, production, there's definitely good attention to detail on these cars. They look really neat and tidy, just out of the box. That's the battery tray that you can actually adjust. There's some adjustment on the battery tray. So if you have different type of batteries or battery sizes, you can make them all fit without having to do too many modifications.
Yeah, it's very clever. It's definitely
Definitely.
evolved.
Definitely evolved. So it's good to see that they had very good success with the first round last year, and there were a few weak points, and they've been addressed already within 12 months,
Yeah.
which is really positive. So full range in stock at the moment.
Yes.
So pop around and have a look at them.
Yeah. So we got them out on the floor. So if you want to just compare them,
Definitely.
you can see immediately just by having them next to each other, which is going to suit you better. You know, the sheer size of the huge
Definitely.
Chronos, or the smaller and nimble Python,
Python.
or if you want to go a bit crazy, you go for the Dementor, which is the
Absolutely.
The shorter, wide one.
This one here. Do we have any questions at all on this ones?
Nothing so far.
no
There we
questions. Everyone's good.
Everyone is good?
I think
Cool.
it's because these are just very solid units in general. Absolutely.
These are good fun.
Oh,
So-
you can't go wrong with these things.
Absolutely. So we can park them aside.